And Mac Maharaj, you have to understand, this is a very, in his day, dangerous man. He's organizing and sending out troops of soldiers who are on hunt and kill missions. These were also many of them his personal friends, and they might not come back. They were captured, tortured, and no doubt they themselves did pretty terrifying things as well. So this group of business leaders came to Mac Maharaj and said, in all of your time, when you were out there in the bush with soldiers, sending them out on missions, experiencing many defeats, some successes, what did you learn most about leadership? What would you say is a quality that you would desire most of all in a leader in your organization, let's say your deputy? So at this moment, it would be really great if you would yourselves now answer that question internally. If you were asked that question, okay, what quality is it that you would most desire as, let's say, your deputy, you're running a very serious organization that is full on, engaged in a big battle? What would you like most? What would you treasure most? What would you value most? I don't think that anybody who was in that group of business leaders came up with the answer that Mac Maharaj gave us that day. What he said was self-doubt. And I loved it. I just thought, wow. Because you hear the endless mantra of self-confidence. He said self-doubt. He said, if there's one thing that terrifies me more than anything else, it's leaders without self-doubt. I had a deputy, he said, a deputy who was working with me over a number of years, and the most frightening aspect of this man was that he had limitless and boundless self-confidence. He had ceased to inquire, he ceased to question himself. He was right. He said, I had sleepless nights thinking about that guy. I got rid of him in the end. But he said, for me, we are in a desperate situation if we have leaders who are not willing to question deeply themselves and listen deeply and always be willing to go into that territory. And it seems to me, when we talk about leadership now, this is the place that we occupy. This is what we need our business leaders to do right now, for instance, is to question whether the model of organization that we've set up, what people call the purpose of business, is actually valid and right for our times.